Hi there, I'm Dr. Rolanda Fabian, wife, mom, educator, veteran, wellness enthusiast, and I'm also the proud founder of Bright Idea Consulting. I'm passionate about helping you thrive, prioritizing your well being, achieving your breakthroughs, and unlocking your personal potential. Here, we dive into practical tips, inspiring conversations, and transformative strategies to help you navigate life's challenges with confidence and grace. Whether you're looking to strengthen your relationships, practice better self care, or find balance amidst the chaos, you are in the right place. So if you're ready to grow and create the life you always dreamed about, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Now let's dive into today's episode and start building your brighter tomorrow today.
Hey there, friends. It is Dr. Rolanda Fabian, and I want to welcome you, either for the first time or welcome you back, to another episode of Dr. Rolanda's Bright Ideas. This episode today, we're going to be talking about the weight that we women, particularly women of color, carry and why we cannot keep doing it all. Hey family, welcome back to the show. Listen, I've got to start here. Now this is not the beginning, but this is where we need to start because there's a long history, a systemic history, a generational history that comes along with this topic, but we don't have time to dig all that up today. I am going to talk a little bit about it, but for the sake of moving this along, I'm going to start right here. Have you ever felt like you were carrying the whole world in your purse? Some people say on your shoulders, I say in my purse. You felt like that, like somehow you became the family counselor. You are the office problem solver. You are the dependable friend that everybody calls on. You are the church volunteer, the one who has everything and everybody calling on you because they know that you will show up. And yet, you still manage to show up looking like you've got it all together when silently inside you're feeling like, I need a day. I need some time to myself. Like, I cannot do another thing. Here's the truth. Whew. That bag, my dear, is heavy. And it's costing you more than what you are even able or sometimes willing to realize. And you need to have an honest talk, not only with the people around you, but also with yourself. In fact, the talk needs to start with yourself. As a woman of color, a woman and a woman of color, this expectation, I know it just didn't come out of nowhere. I have seen it time and time again from the women in my family. It's generational. Our mothers and grandmothers and great-grandmothers and so on, they carried it. And they were strong. They were called strong because they had to be. For them, it was survival. It literally meant at sometimes the difference between life and death. And so they kept pushing through. They kept saying yes when they wanted to say no. They kept holding everyone together. They kept the family as a unit. They did that so that we could be here today. But I know they wanted it to be different for themselves, but if not for them, for us. Here we are, decades later, still wearing that badge, that strong black woman badge. I'm a strong black woman. But in my strength, I know there needs to be balance. We wear that title like it's our actual job title. And I always joke that, maybe they should add that under job skills. You know, you got to be the strong black woman. But then some people are absolutely offended by us being that. And so we walk this fine line of being a strong black woman, but not too strong or not too much, because it can be too much for some people. The issue is, though, we need to check for ourselves. We're not everyone's pack mule. We are not here for drama, and we are not here for all this baggage. Here's the thing. What was started as a survival technique has become the expectation. And what became the expectation is now a part of the culture. And this culture has actually turned into this silent law that says we must carry all of it all the time, or else we're failing in our roles as mothers, as women, as partners, as spouses, as friends. And I want to be the first to call bull. We are not failing because we've decided that we want to prioritize ourselves. And we are not failing because we realize the trick of the game. We don't have to be strong all the time. We deserve rest too. You know why it's so hard, though? You know why it's hard to put the bag down, to change that trajectory, to change the way people see us, to give up that title? Because we get rewarded for it. Yeah, we sure do. At work, the reward looks like, oh, she always comes through. At home, the reward sounds like, Mama always handles it. And then at church or with our friends, it always sounds like, oh, sis, you can count on sis. She gonna make it happen. And listen, that applause, it feels good. I'm not denying that. But that same applause does not equal sustainability. You can clap for me all day long, but clapping won't help me to have better health, won't take away stress, or won't take away the overweight, won't allow me the time to care for myself. Clapping won't fill my energy tank. It won't give me what I need to keep going and going and going. Clapping will not keep your hair from falling out because you're overwhelmed and stressed out. Amen.
Hey there, sorry to interrupt, but I just want to know if you're enjoying the show so far. If you are, this is the perfect time to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications. By subscribing, you'll never miss out on the practical tips and inspiring conversations and our proven strategies where we're showing you how to prioritize yourself, strengthen your relationships, and thrive in every area of your life. Did you know that most of our listeners say these episodes have given them the clarity and tools that they needed to start making real changes? So don't miss out. Subscribe now and stay connected to the community that's all about helping you grow and glow. All right, now let's get back to the show.
I remember working with a group in a government agency, a government contract that I was working on. And I've been doing these wellness programs for government agencies for a while. In this particular one, there was a team member who was the go-to person, and the entire office culture ran on the backs of her and people like her, backs of other women who were doing their job but expected to do other things like plan birthday parties or showers or make sure people remember special occasions, holiday parties. So they're doing their job in addition to that. And then they are holding like this office culture together, holding everything up, building these bonds. But you know what? Those women were tired and they didn't need another training or another webinar telling them how they just need to, take a break, or, what they needed was permission to breathe, and they needed some strategies for really setting some boundaries, healthy boundaries at work. The team needed to work together. And what I realized is this isn't just a personal issue. This is an issue that's actually weaved into so many areas of our lives. It's more of a systemic issue. It's a systemic issue and a generational issue. Carrying this weight comes with a cost. This is what it looks like. Physically, when you're carrying the weight of doing it all, you might see it show up in your life as being overweight, having high blood pressure, having autoimmune flare-ups, mental health issues. It might look like you having resentment. It might look like you having anxiety. It might look like you having depression. It shows up spiritually. You may notice that you have this quiet ache, that something is missing, and you're wondering if anyone ever even sees you, or if you're just some invisible workhorse that people just don't even consider but always depend on. You know, it affects you in ways that you don't even realize. It affects your relationships. Lord, when you're running on empty, even the people that you love the most are only getting scraps of you. And you may notice that when you do show up, you are irritable. You are resentful. You don't have the joy that it takes to really be there and be present for people. And think about it. Is that the legacy that you want to share with your daughters? Is that the legacy you want to leave behind? Is that how you want to be remembered? Because if you're gone, life does go on. So what we need to do is we need to break this cycle. But you can do it without abandoning everybody around you. Because I already know that what you're thinking is, well, Dr. Rolanda, that sounds all well and good. However, if I drop the ball, who's going to pick it up? It's always been me. And I want to challenge that. I want to challenge you to think about it this way. First, you are important and you are worth the time that you're giving to everyone else. You can say no. It's a full sentence. It's a complete thought. And it doesn't need any justification. You don't need a long explanation. You can just say no. And you can take that time and redirect it towards yourself. Believe me, people will figure it out. And it doesn't mean you love them any less. Actually, you're empowering them when you don't take everything on. In fact, that's why delegation is so important. I cannot think, and I tried before doing this episode, I can't think of any successful people that did it all on their own. And neither should you. You can't do it all by yourself. You have to learn to delegate, to give things to other people that they can handle. Help them become successful in their lives and value their abilities. Teach them how. Success should not cost you your peace or your well-being or your health. I mean, that is just too high of a price to pay. Why should success cost you your joy? Girl, if you're paying your joy and your peace and your well-being for success, the price is too high. Here's the thing, and I'm going to end on this. Stop this pattern. It isn't serving you, and it is not going to be you neglecting other people. It is about refusing to neglect yourself. Because when you're thriving, everybody connected to you wins. You win and they win. So, in closing, this is the heartbeat of what I'm trying to say today. I actually created a program called Inner Realm, and it is a space that I created for women who are like you and me. We are high output, driven, high achieving women, typically women of color, who are tired of just getting all of the applause that comes with no peace. We are tired of everybody else holding them up while we're slowly drowning, sinking. Inner Realm is a space where you learn how to put things down that don't belong to you, how to put down that invisible backpack that you're always wearing, to clean out this overwhelmed, overstuffed bag that you always carry. You learn how to breathe again, how to dream again, and how to live freely, how to have your peace and your balance, how to love everyone around you and give and show love without sacrificing yourself. And I know that this is hitting home for you, but don't just nod along, okay? Do something about it. Do something today, because it's not going to get any better unless you actually put the work and the effort behind it. You can start by scheduling one of our free breakthrough burnout calls. Start by unpacking this bag, and we can start working on it together. You have carried the weight of everyone and everybody and everything long enough. Now it's time to turn things around and start prioritizing yourself. I want to thank you for being here for this message, and I really do hope that I have said something that resonates with you. And what I want to encourage you to do is take some time to find the link in the description and book your call. Now is your time. Today is your day. Go ahead and book the call, and let's start working through all that's going on so we can get you on the path to your wealth, WELLTH. I love you. I want you to take care of yourself. Be blessed, and I'll see you in the next episode.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed the show and found something inspiring to take with you on your wellness journey. If you're ready to dive deeper and kickstart your journey into well-being, visit mvp.brightideaco.com/free flourish. Take our free training to get you started. And don't forget to check out our store at brightideaco.store, where you'll find a curated list of tools and resources to support your personal growth in your journey. You'll find the links to these in the description and the show notes below. But before you go, be sure to hit subscribe and also tap that notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we release new episodes. Well, I can't wait to see you next time. Until then, take care of yourself and keep shining bright.